Well, if we accept that footballers play football and that's their job, then I would presume so. But I think football's like acting. I think, you know, it's all about confidence. You know, 90% of acting is confidence. 10% bit of talent. If you lose your bottle, you can't even open a door without falling over. And I think it's the same with soccer players. I really do. And I think we've seen that in the past where people lose their bottle and it all goes to pot. What's really annoying me is why JT can't just go, bruv, I am an absolute fucking idiot. I'm so sorry. I really messed up. I mean, my mate Josh, I went away to a job and I came back and he was engaged to my girlfriend. Engaged to my girlfriend. And I was like, Josh, you fuck off. And he was like, mate, I'm so sorry. And I went, no, I'm not talking to you. And then he phoned me every day for 8 weeks. Every day he goes, all right, Jay, and I go, fuck off. 8 weeks later I went, what, Josh? And he went, I just thought I phoned, maybe we could have a half. I went, Josh, go away. And he went, just a half. And I went, okay, and now we're best mates and, you know, the birds were long gone. JT, phone Mr. Bridge, now. Imagine if you were an actor and every time you went to say your line, everyone went, you're rubbish, bang off! You'd soon be off the telly, I think. The only film I didn't do with Matt was his Madonna escapade. So Swept Away was the only. So we've done like 7 movies with Matt, and Swept Away was the one I didn't do. So he's like, I mean, even if I'm in a film of his for like 30 seconds, it doesn't matter because he thinks I'm his lucky talisman, thank God, which is great. So that's continued. But anyway, so we saw Kick-Ass last week, and he's like, you know, what do you think of the? What did you think of the colour saturation? I'm like, mate, forget the colour saturation, forget anything. You are all going to prison. This is the wrongest movie I've ever seen. But it's fantastic. It doesn't disappoint. It's exactly what I think people are expecting it to be. And I think it's going to make all the other superhero movies look kind of bland for the rest of time. I think it's, you know, I think it's going to change the way people view those films, definitely. I never met Nicolas Cage on Kick-Ass, but I did have, when we did League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, we had the premiere in Vegas, and somehow I ended up at dinner on a big table with loads of girls, me and my missus, and Nicolas Cage, who then paid for dinner without even saying hello to me. And actually what I did get caught doing is I had a wee Instamatic camera and I went to take a picture of my wife and went like that, and as I did it, he kind of went, and I was so embarrassed because he caught me like papping him at his own dinner that he paid for. It was like really pathetic. So I didn't turn up on the day that Nicolas Cage was working, so I thought he might remember. He's very simple about how he wants to live his life and what makes him happy. And, you know, when I say simple, he lives in a castle and is married to a supermodel. So that's about as simple as you could get, really. For some reason, this is really ridiculous, but for some reason, because I know Jason Statham, right, and they can't afford Jason Statham, sometimes by proxy, I kind of get like Jason Statham light jobs. You know, they'll hire me and go, you know Jason Statham, throw yourself through the window. And I go, all right. And I just throw myself through the window like a normal man would throw himself through a window, and it just hurts, and I just land badly and get all fucked up. But Jace knows what to do, unfortunately. What happened to those guns? What happened to those guns? Did you get those guns? And it happens maybe 3 or 4 times a day, every day, for 20 years. And it never bothers me. I always just go, yeah, mate, yeah. It's a deal, it's a steal, it's out of the fucking century. In fact, fucking Nick, I think I'll keep it. I know. I have to say that about once a day as well. It's a deal, it's a steal, it's sale of the fucking century. In fact, fucking Nick, I think I'll keep it.